Thank you, and good evening. I'm going to try and see if I don't shed a tear during my presentation. I want to take you on a journey. It's not my usual tourism storyboard, which is what I had spent a lot of my time in Wollongong doing. It's a true story. It's a true story that Renee, my partner, and I want to share with you tonight. Courage can come in many forms, and sometimes you find the largest amount in the smallest places, and I'm talking about my own little boy, Ashton, our 4-year-old son. The first few weeks of having our little baby wasn't normal. It was a mixture of pure joy and hard work, changing nappies, crying, all those good things that kids do. But at 6 weeks old, we received the devastating news that our little boy Ashton, this normal little boy we thought we had been diagnosed with a brain tumour, the size of a golf ball, and required immediate surgery and treatment as it was wrapped around his optic pathways, which was affecting his sight. Unfortunately, during that biopsy procedure, Ashton suffered a major infantile stroke. That left him with complex medical needs. His vision impaired, unable to walk by himself, right-sided hemiplegia, global development delays, multiple conditions requiring a lifetime of medical treatment and care. After living out of a suitcase, spending numerous nights in Sydney Children's Hospital, life somewhat stabilised. We accepted and learnt the new tasks of caring for a child who had complex medical conditions. But I have to say, we were the lucky ones. We could take our little boy home, because when you sit in that hospital, many parents can't get the luxury of taking their child home. Life was another unexpected turn. Life took another unexpected turn 3 months after Ashton's surgery. He started having, unfortunately, seizures. He was having up to 20 seizures a day, lasting dangerously lengthy times. And at one point, we had to consider having major surgery to remove the left-hand side of his brain. But in true fighting spirit, he responded to the medication. So we got another reprieve. While acknowledging all the ups and downs, as there is with a child with special conditions, Ashton just has this unique and spirited personality. He was there recently at KidzWish walk around the university, and we spend a lot of time with our friends who really come in and work with us on all of his needs. For those who don't know, the right side of the brain, the right hemisphere of the brain, which forms his personality, is still functional. He can be silly, he's super cheeky, and he never stops laughing and smiling, just like any mischievous 4-year-old. He has a happy disposition, and especially on Thursdays, because it's garbage truck day. And for anyone with kids, man, oh man, a simple thing of the garbage truck brings him so much joy, because Daddy has to put the bins out. Ashton has to tell which colour the bins go out. So we actually have some interactive fun with him on that day. Ashton has been kicking goals. He's learnt to use his limited vision to the best of his ability. When he was not verbal, he would get very, very frustrated and hit himself, and we had to try and communicate. So Renee and her girlfriends went off and learnt sign language. Now with a child with a disability, our neurologist went, "What are you teaching him sign language for?" Because he only can use one arm. Well, he still today says thank you to all his physiotherapists and assistants that come and talk to him. He doesn't use the words, he just uses the sign. Then just before Christmas last year, and this is why it's a bit emotional for me today, he started rolling out a few words that were locked away inside. And now he can tell us what he wants And he uses 5 to 10 words, 4 to 5 words now, and he's getting better every day, thanks to some of the therapies that he goes through. Not bad. Not bad for someone who wasn't supposed to speak at all. And that's the remarkable thing of the plasticity of the brain. We just don't know what's going to happen next. And now it's, Daddy, come here. Daddy, do this. And especially we take him swimming, part of his therapy training, hydrotherapy swimming every Monday, as he feels the freedom in the water. And recently he was able to walk unaided in the water. Which was just amazing. So his next lesson's going to be, Mummy, come here. Mummy, do this. Mummy, get me out of bed. So that's what we're working on, me and him silently in the corner. As he's grown, we found our own rhythm, and for us, it's been a mixture of therapeutic, parenting, medication. He wouldn't be where he was today without his therapists and inspirational support. So thanks to your support and generosity, Ashton has been taking part in KidzWish program for speech therapy, physio, occupational therapy programs for a little over a year now. Ashton's speech pathologist, Ro, occupational therapist, Dom, I'll call her Dom, and physiotherapist, Susie, always go above and beyond their programs with Ashton. They don't teach speech, saying words or working on his mobility. They really tailor the program to suit Ashton's needs. And I can't express my gratitude enough to those who come out of their way to actually help us as parents with this program. It's fantastic. And as a cheeky little mischievous 4-year-old, he hates physio. He just asked Susie. She's always saying, when's he going to do it? But the team at KidzWish make it fun. They interact, they make it fun, so he's learning without the typical thing. Here comes another person prodding, looking, doing something with him. Because he has had more blood tests than you want to poke a stick at. He's had more hospital visits, and as soon as we go there, and he now starting to like some of the doctors because they don't really get to him as much as possible. But due to Ashton's, and here's an example of what KidzWish has done for us. Ashton couldn't come to the Christmas party 2 years ago. The guys at KidzWish designed a program for him because he couldn't stand the noise. He didn't like shopping malls, and school was hard for him to go to school with his other brother. And it was a daunting exercise. So they came up with Social Stories, a program where we actually sit with Ashton before we go anywhere now and go over what the journey's going to be like during the day. We write visual stories together and give him the aspects of what he's going to see, so he's forewarned of what's going to happen. He used to hate going to shopping malls. Well, that's probably like most males in the room. Who wants to go shopping? That's the girl's part. And now he's really good. But he still has that character. He knows when he wants to go home. And you've probably seen up there in part of the slides, he's got a fantastic therapy dog, which was, we were raising a puppy guide dog for his vision, but she failed, so now he has his own pet dog. And Aaron goes with him everywhere, and I'm sure you've seen it on the screen before. We go for a walk on the beach with him, his dog. Again, the challenge was there, taking him to preschool or playing with other kids because of the noisy and busy environment. Now he loves it. And last week, he got his first birthday invitation from his best friend at school, Xander. He loves Xander and Xander loves him. He's looked after him at preschool, and thanks to the guys at preschool for taking him on. We've learnt to read Ashton's personal traits. We know which social engagements simply aren't possible, when to leave or scrap plans completely, when to pick our when do we stick to our plans, and how to structure our home in the way that helps him thrive, and what sensory strategies to keep him calm. But perhaps most importantly, we've learned to relax and enjoy him for exactly what he is. Life for my family may never look like the way it does for others. We're okay with that. And because of something I've never anticipated, parenting a child with special needs has changed me. But more than anything, I'm thankful to the accidental special needs parent that Renee and I have become, as it's taught me everything about what it means to be a family. We bear one another's burdens, offer forgiveness, clean slates, advocate for each other, believe in the best of each other, and never stop celebrating each day. Being Ashton's dad has also taught me to see the best in other people, to think more about what people are up against and less about what they're actually doing. He's taught me to embrace the present moment, enjoy both life and people, as nothing's never ever perfect. Our family may not be the scripted model, but whose is? But it's richer and more beautiful than ever could be dreamed. Life with Ashton has shown me there is something greater on the other side of that fear of having a child with special needs, and it's love. He loves his dad, he loves his mum, and he loves his brother. I must mention our other son, Hayden, who has also supported his little brother from day one, making many sacrifices to enjoy his little brother, Ashton. He gets pinched, he gets bitten, he gets punched, he gets all those things that kids do. But he's a good boy and starts to help us out around the house. The lesson in all of this is that children with special needs will never stay the same. They're constantly growing, changing, and finding their way in the world that may be not our way in the world. We can't predict the future. We can't predict the future we'll hold, but it's our role and our responsibility as citizens of this area to provide for them and with the tools for every opportunity for life's journey. And I hope that's what we take away here tonight about looking for something for KidzWish. KidzWish offer that support tools, and thanks to you for all being here. I would like you to follow Ashton's journey on his Facebook page, because it's one of those that we never all expect, but it's a really interesting journey. Because we say at home, never say never, because kids will always surprise you. Now, from the digital dinosaur to the digital natives that are out in the room, we are here tonight not only just to raise money, but to raise awareness. What's the best way going forward to raise awareness of the $700,000 that's short for what KidzWish needs than to take a selfie and to send it out to all your friends? So get these things off the table, let's light them up, let's wave them in the air, and let's take this selfie that I'm going to send out to all my friends. Let's get this thing happening. Hey, that's looking good. Come on, a few more. I'll get it shortly. Okay, here we go. Fantastic. You can't believe that scene from up here. Where do you see it? Post it on your Facebook site, Twitter, who cares? Tell people about KidzWish.